In a year of unprecedented weather events, we have yet another first this morning as Hurricane Hilary bears down on Mexico and Southern California.
Yeah, Hilary is expected to be a tropical storm by the time it reaches California, but it will still be historic. A year's worth of rain could fall over the coming days in some parts, resulting in potentially life-threatening flooding and mudslides.
The impending storm triggering the first ever tropical storm warning issued in California, and we have team coverage this morning, starting with ABC's Matt Rivers, who's in San Diego as we watch for those possible catastrophic effects. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Will. Yeah, it is calm here for now on Coronado Island. We're just across the water here from downtown San Diego, but we know that this calm weather, it's not going to last. The worst is well on its way. This morning, Southern California and parts of Mexico starting to feel the effects of Hilary's outer bands as the storm draws near. California now under a state of emergency, preparing for the first tropical storm to impact the state since 1997. Governor Gavin Newsom deploying over 7,500 first responders, including 350 National Guardsmen and over 700 firefighters. Thousands of sandbags distributed in San Diego, where residents are stocking up, as some say they never thought they'd see something like this.
Not in my lifetime.
Across Southern California, many spending the last few days gathering sandbags and supplies, bracing themselves.
You know, the world is crazy and, you just got to plan ahead.
Hurricane Hilary set to spend its day pummeling the entire region, tens of millions of people in its path.
California is threatened by what could be one of the most devastating storms that we've had hit California in more than a decade.
Hilary bringing the threat of potentially catastrophic and life-threatening conditions.
We are expecting a rare and dangerous rainfall event with significant flash flooding, river flooding, mudslides, and debris flows.
Evacuation orders already issued to some parts of San Bernardino County.
I do worry about damage to my home and my belongings.
And as rare as these tropical systems are in Southern California, we know that climate change projections suggest that more extreme rainfall from these kinds of systems could be more commonplace in this part of the country by the end of the century. Will?
A possible new paradigm. Matt Rivers in San Diego. Thank you for that. Folks who have never experienced anything remotely like this in Southern California are doing their best this morning to prepare for Hilary's arrival. Zoreen Shaw is live in the desert community of Palm Springs, California. Zoreen, good morning.
Well, you can see this raft and rescue gear right behind me, and there is a real concern from firefighters that they may need to deploy these, and that is because desert cities like Palm Springs and Yuma could get more rain today than they do in an entire year. 5 inches of rain could hit this area, and as much as 9 inches in nearby mountains, which could lead to major runoff. Take a look at these images from Death Valley just last year. Just 1.7 inches of rain in one day caused intense flooding, and this storm might be even worse. The most rain that Death Valley has gotten in 1 year is under 5 inches, and we might reach that total in the next day. Now, there has already been a major effort to get those experiencing homelessness out of flood zones, with officials driving around to major spots to make sure that everyone possible stays safe. And guys, firefighters here tell me that so far they have given out 60,000 sandbags. They are really hoping that people stay safe. Will?
Preparations for an historic deluge underway. Zoreen, thank you for being there. Now, let's bring in meteorologist Danny Beckstrom from our New York station WABC. She's with us this morning, and she's tracking and timing out this storm. Danny, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Dangerous to catastrophic flooding. That's the message with Hurricane Hilary. Still forecast to weaken to a tropical storm as it approaches Southern California, but the impact's still going to be significant. Looking at the radar this morning, already seeing that tropical moisture spread as far north as northern Nevada, and it looks like a flood watch into portions of Idaho and Oregon. But let's talk about that tropical storm warning. 42 million Americans from LA down through San Diego looking at gusts today, 60 plus miles per hour. But the primary concern still going to be the flooding. You see that high risk in the area shaded in pink. Widespread flash floods, not just likely, but expected. And remember, this is dry desert, which means the dirt is tightly packed. We're looking at very limited vegetation to soak up all this rainfall. So most of this becomes runoff, and that's where the threat to both life and property property comes in. We're looking at 3 to 6 inches, isolated areas up to 10 inches. And this is spreading into portions of southern Nevada, Death Valley, into the Spring Mountains. And it really could be a dangerous and potentially deadly situation. Janae?
And for that reason, Danny, we appreciate you being here to help with team coverage on such a historic storm.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.